Remember, November. Well, made it to another month, man. Now we're ready for an election. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I don't believe in a two-party system. It really helps keep us divided. Us versus them. We treat it like a sports game, my team, your team, and as long as my team wins, I don't care if they're corrupt or break laws. I just want my team to win so I feel good about myself. Also, I look at it like, okay, I got a pile of donkey shit, pile of elephant shit there, and all I see is piles of shit. I don't see saviors or anything gonna get done, Politicians make promises and they hardly deliver because the House and the Senate fucking argue and can't do shit while we keep paying their salaries, health insurance, and they work like 100 days a year while we work fucking almost every day of our lives. But yeah, this election to me is really not about Republican, Democrat. It's kind of like human decency, morals, and values. I'm not saying Biden's the greatest guy either. You can go back to his super predator days in the 90s and locked him up forever and blah, blah, blah. I just hope we can get back to normal. There'll never be a normal again after this year. But I just don't remember this much out in the world until a certain individual got in that big dumb White House. I'm not saying they weren't out there, but they weren't so open about it. weren't so. I don't know. I feel the difference. I remember back in 2016 when he won, and I was like, I don't know what this is gonna mean for the country. What? Now we know. Ugh. So anyway, it's the night of the election, watching ballots being counted. Again, I don't think anything is truly gonna change like policy-wise and economy-wise, and the rich are still gonna get richer, the poor are still gonna get poor. But maybe human decency will be back. Maybe moral compassion and empathy will be back on the table. Maybe not. It's my hopefulness, I guess, but gotta get better. Again, not bashing Republicans, not bashing Democrats. People have different views on what the world should be. People have different views on how much the government should bring into our lives. I can see that, but the thing about a democracy in America was supposed to be like a compromise, like, I believe this, we gotta find something in the middle. It can't be my way or no way. Right now, that's just how politics seems to be. It's either my way or it ain't gonna happen. On both sides. On both sides. It's not just Republican, it's not just Democrat. Both sides, like, we're having a hard time making compromises right now and trying to do what's best for the American people. They're too worried about donors and the corporations that line their pockets. Because I always says America is really not democracy anymore. We're kind of an oligarchy. The rich make the rules, the powerful make the rules, and we're just kind of stuck trying to live while we're paying bills. And those rich people even richer or worse. But anyway, I digress. Let's see how this election unfolds. I think right now Biden has a lead, but we'll see. Not holding my breath. Take it easy, man.
And Joseph R. And votes are in, and it looks like Joseph R. Biden will become the president-elect.
Well, November has come, and November has almost passed. We had our Turkey Day, the Turkey Genocide Day. We gave our thanks for all the blessings that we are lucky enough to have in our life. And then later in the week, we go and be capitalistic, materialistic hooligans that will fight and kill each other for a sale on a TV. And we broke records for sales in the middle of a pandemic. Oh, yay. When people are struggling, Wall Street hits a high and people can't even put food on the table. Shows you how fucked up our society is. Now it's Cyber Monday because, you can't have just a Black Friday. You gotta have a Cyber Monday. More ways for people to try to make money off you. And if you're not contributing, you're a bad consumer. You're bad for the domestic GDP. I don't give shit. There's so many people out there having a hard time and starving. Food banks were off the charts this month. And people are worried about buying TVs and shit. And sofas and couches and all that. But anyway, it's America. It's the USA. Gotta be materialistic and consumeristic and give those corporations all our hard-earned money. And money's just hours of our lives, so we're paying these corporations hours of our lives for stuff we really don't need. But I'm not going to harp on that now, because, I do that a lot. World make no damn sense, but it is what it is, right? I was always told I'm a dreamer and I care too much and I have too much empathy, and that's what drives me crazy. And it's true. Maybe I should get hard-hearted and not care about people, but that's just not me. Any friggin' way. We had our election, and even though we know who won, we still don't have a winner because the sitting president is doing so many lawsuits trying to prove there's fraud. There's fraud. And he spent $3 million in one state to recount, and then it turns out the other side had more votes than previously reported. So he basically wasted $3 million to prove he lost by more. Oh boy. And to me, it just shows the hypocrisy of some people, because 4 years ago, when he won, and there were some people go, well, he's not my president because of the scandals and him being caught in, adultery and paying people off and all that. People saying he's not my president, and one side's like, well, he's my president and he should be yours. You should be proud of America. It's the greatest USA. Be proud. It's America. And he's your president like mine. And 4 years later, when he loses, now they're screaming, stop the steal. That's not my president. Trump's my president. Stop the steal. And these same people have been bitching and moaning all year about people protesting. Now are protesting. They're going to kidnap governors and blow up buildings. And do you see what's going on here? It's a fucking cult of personality. And, people always wonder how'd Hitler and all them, Mussolini, get the country to go with their craziness. Well, you just say what people want to hear long enough and you might get the darker side to come up. I heard he didn't concede, because he's not going to concede, because he needs proof that the Democrats got every single vote. But he's finally letting transition start. But he's still going to fight to prove that he won. But he didn't. So it's 2 elections now that he lost the popular vote. The first election, he just got the right votes in the right states to get the Electoral College to get him in there. And this time he did lose the popular vote and the Electoral College. But he's still fighting, still wasting his supporters' money. Because those supporters, he's asking for money to help, bring the lawsuits up to court, but he's actually using that money to pay off his old debt, and he's going to have more. My head hurts. My wife is from the Philippines, and her whole life heard America was the greatest country ever. And I'll give you this, it's the richest country ever in history. But that don't mean shit when you got idiots that walk the streets that only believe what they hear on the TV. And, I hear things on TV, and then I go read, and then I hear things on other stations, and I go read, and I keep reading. Eventually, you'll either A, find the truth, or B, you read enough on every side of the situation, and you can bring up your own opinion of it. So I can see all sides to all conversations. The only side I won't see is when, we can disagree, somebody wants $1 million for this and somebody wants $2 million for this. Well, you compromise. You can find that $1.5 million compromise. But when it's putting people down for their race or their ethnicity or anything like that, I can't see a side of that. They're humans. Fucking show common decency, human decency. But other than that, it's a fucking shit show. It's a dog and pony show. America's a dog and pony show. They keep us divided so the corporations can keep taking our money, getting us further in debt. The banks can get us further in debt. And we won't be so mad at the jobs for not paying us enough so they can hoard the profit. We're just too busy picking at each other. Anyway. Happy Thanksgiving. I give thanks that you're my friend. Give thanks that you're still around. Let's see if we can make it one more month to get to a new year, man. I love you. Be safe.